at the moment. Oh, fuck it, I'm going to say it on camera. I think Woodward was worse for us than Munich.
Say big transfers when you've just spent 75 million on Chris Smalling.
Chris Smalling, we ripped Southampton off for Virgil van Dijk. He's been incredible since he's come in. People around the league are looking at him and
think he's been incredible.
What on earth is going on?
Because you've been looking at Rice Krispies and Cocoa Pops at centre half. That's why you think he's incredible, because he's a half-decent Premier League footballer. That's what you've bought, and you've been rinsed for it. So you can't talk about United being rinsed. United have got Lukaku and Paul Pogba for massive, massive money, but you've just bought Van Dijk for massive money, so stop calling them pop.
I am a big Lukaku fan. I love the guy. You know, there's shades of like original Ronaldo with him occasionally. Don't misquote me on that. Occasionally, like the raw power when he goes. That's why it's not that impressive with what City have done, getting 100 points. United, the second best team in the league, and we're shit. So, congratulations, you won a shit league. Might as well be Celtic.
Name 5 better than him. On United alone, Scholes, Roy Keane, Michael Carrick. There you go. That's free, straight off the fucking bat. Okay. Right. I'm gonna throw.
Conundrum. Why is Herrera on the bench? Herrera's mint. Herrera's a player that you look at and you go, I can see you getting into most World 11s. Do you know what I mean? I can see any team in the world benefiting from having a player like Herrera.
I think we can be honest here and say the greatest striker that has ever lived in Wout Weghorst. Weghorst plays as a bit of a target man, but he does also have very, very good touch and the ability to hold up play, but also regularly drops deep to help link play. Because he's very capable of doing that. Last season he averaged more presses per 90 than any other player in the league. He fits the psychological profile of player that Erik ten Hag is working so hard to attract. He is constantly striving to improve. He's only missed 7 games in the last 6 years through injury. People are going to be fixated on the 2 goals he scored at Burnley, and I hope they are, because that's not who this guy is. We get a different dimension with Weghorst.
The only thing that's happened is Pep Guardiola's gone to Manchester City.
He brings no guarantee of success. There's a lot of question marks and a lot of holes in Pep Guardiola. I don't think he's shown the fight. I think the way he left Barcelona, I don't get a good feeling about him, and I'm not that bothered that he's not.
3 out of the 4 are City players when it's one of the worst defences. They have what, an average of 107% possession every week, and they concede goals left, right and centre. They have like 1 shot and it goes in. You can't have 3 out of the 4 as City.
Oh, break it down then, right? So I'd Walker or Valencia at right back. Do you
want Walker or do you want a guy that strangles people? There you go, Valencia's in.
That's not the way I live my life.
Centre half then. So John Stones, no. I mean, are you insane? He's like 7th in the list. Lindelof's on a par with John Stones.
No, he's not.
He really is. He can't tackle. He's really good on the ball. That's exactly what you're getting with John Stones.
There's a reason why Pep Guardiola spent 50 million on John Stones.
He also spent how much on Bravo last season, and has had to replace him already. So
fair point. But John Stones is still here, and so that's why I've put him in there.
And this is the confirmation that we've all been waiting for. Harry Maguire is now officially a Manchester United player who's confirmed on Friday. I mean, I'm delighted. I don't really know what to say. He's a very good defender, and I identified Maguire as a danger man for Leicester, and everyone was like, everyone was going Mahrez and Vardy, and I was like, Harry Maguire, he's a real player, and he's dangerous in both boxes.
And on the right, I do think Mane has been one of the reasons why you've been transformed this season. I think he's fantastic, but I just think that Mkhitaryan is on another level to it, so I've got to go for Mkhitaryan.
He's better on FIFA.
No, I'm not even that good at FIFA, mate. Is Jose Mourinho trying to replicate his treble-winning Inter Milan side at Manchester United? My name is Stephen Howson, this is Full Time Devils, and we're going to find out. Luke Shaw and Alexis Sanchez as your Etu and your Maicon in this setup. We'll start to see some similarities between the way this Inter team plays and the way the Manchester United side plays. You can start to imagine the possibilities that might be there with this squad. But is Jose Mourinho actually building Inter Milan Part 2 with this team? I think he could be. Tich and the supporting cast across midfield are more than capable. I think Pogba has the potential to be the conductor that Schneider was. Lukaku is already the goal scoring part that Milito offered. Manchester United trying to replicate Jose Mourinho's 2010 treble winning side. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Laters.